Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to a special person we have in the clinic now, Dr. Theo Blote. He comes to us with a lot of experience and we're really excited to have him in the clinic. So we thought this would be a really fun way to introduce him as you may be seeing him on your next visit in the clinic.
So my name is Theo Blote, and so people just call me Theo or Dr. B or Dr. T for short. And I've taken a new role here at Essence Chiropractic as a chiropractor alongside Dr. Andrew. Dr. Andrew is teaching me some great AKA methods, upskill my technique basis for kinesiology. But I bring a brand new concept awareness to structural correction. And so for myself, adjusting the spine for optimal alignment, adding in the kinesiology was just a match made in heaven. So I graduated in Sydney back in 2006 and started practicing in my own practice in 2007. And so if you do the math, that's about, what are we now, 17, 18 years of chiropractic. But my first job was actually as a student way back in 2000. So it probably gives away my age, but I've been around chiropractic ever since I could get adjusted because I just fell in love with everything chiropractic. So becoming a chiropractor obviously has many challenges, but I had some great mentors along the way. Some were big mentors in the coaching world, some were family mentors, but my wife at the time definitely supported me greatly through college and gave me the necessary tools to graduate. I graduated very young, made my start very young, and always highly encourage others to think about becoming chiropractors too. The absolute favorite adjustment I get to give is when parents trust us to bring me their children and delivering that first adjustment to a brand new baby boy or girl. But for grown-ups, I really love a cervical adjustment, which means the neck. Hearing that release and people's eyes open up with absolute awe, like, whoa, what was that? And watching life coming back in their body is absolutely mint. So I touched on, yes, kinesiology is something that is part of my repertoire, and I'm absolutely excited to get more in depth with it. I love going to the seminars with Andrew and learning more. And so one of the reasons I took this role is because this practice is a kinesiology focused practice, which is very exciting. It challenges me every day. And that's what we need as human beings, need to be challenged every day. And so I look forward to helping you with kinesiology. Other techniques I use is diversified, SOT, done a lot of pediatric work. And so whatever it is, I love a good challenge. So my go-to test to see if someone needs chiropractic is, are they breathing? Because if you're alive, you've got a spine and a nervous system, and there's nothing better than having a body that works well to support you through life. And so that's the first test. Are you alive and are you breathing? But on a serious note, we love checking posture, love checking range of motion, and through kinesiology, we love checking the chemistry of the body to make sure that everything's going awesome. In that, there's a couple of things that are key go-to things that we love to help patients on a day-to-day basis. And one of those things for me is called a YWT exercise. And if you get a chance to drop by, I'd love to show you how to do the YWTL exercise. It's a game changer when it comes to posture. I've actually got quite a large family. I've got a blended family at the moment. So I've got 4 of my own children. They range from 21 to 14. And then I have a stepson who's nearly 11. And so I love big families. That's why I had a lot of kids and it just got bigger. And so obviously having a lot of kids, my interest in pediatric chiropractic care has always been quite up there. I've completed a number of postgraduate courses to familiarise myself with kids and also how to take better care of them, especially when it comes to neurodevelopmental milestones, things like colic, and just making sure that our kids are doing their very best every single day in every aspect of life. And so I've looked after my own children since birth, even their mother while she was pregnant with them. And so there's nothing more special, as I said earlier, to give them that first adjustment to a brand new baby born child. So every patient that comes into the office, obviously our goals for the patients is to be heard. We want patients to feel like they can bring their concerns and be heard and be met with care. We also want to make sure that we match those goals to realistic outcomes. And those outcomes for us is really about helping the body work better. And what does that mean? Well, if your brain and nervous system is running the body at its optimal efficiency, you can express the best version of yourself. And when you express the best version of yourself, you have a real ability to enjoy everyday life at its fullest, full expression of health and well-being. And so that's the goal for each and every one of the patients that comes to see us, is full expression of vibrant life every single day. So when it comes to supplements, there are many supplements that get sold in the market, but they're not all created equal. The last thing we want to do, as I call it, create expensive of your own. And so in the clinic, or as a chiropractor, there are 2 super supplements, and then there are a couple that I definitely would recommend also. The first one is vitamin D. Vitamin D is a game changer. We live in a sun-blessed country, but using sunscreens and being indoors and wearing long sleeves actually means we don't get a lot. And vitamin D is absolutely key in resolving inflammation within the body. When we have chronic inflammation, which 80% of the Western world lives with chronic ill health, we are most likely deficient in vitamin D. And so we have procured one of the best supplements on the market that is clean, synthetic-free, based in olive oil, that's going to change your world. The other one is omega-3 fatty acids, fish oils. And again, we've procured the best one on the market, I believe, so that you can get your best results with these 2 supplements. Other little supplements like magnesium, probiotics, multivitamins can be a great addition. But vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids are the key to healing the body. So at the moment, I still live in southwest Brisbane in Parkinson, and it's our absolute dream to be on the coast. That's part of the reason I've taken this job so far, to build a community here and shift the family later in the year. And we love sport, and who doesn't want to be on the water? A bit of swimming, surfing, running along the beach, kicking a ball on the beach. I mean, AFL is absolutely amazing. And just that healthy lifestyle of being on the coast, I cannot recommend, just getting your body moving. It is just the bee's knees for us. The one movement that I would recommend for every single person is to just move. Move your body as often as you can through as many range of movements as possible. However, as we get older, you will notice that older people tend to be stuck in this sort of posture. So anything that opens our body up and really expands the body in what we call extensive movements is going to waken up the brain with some powerful nerve pathway stimulation. And so when we move, we stimulate our nervous system, and when we stimulate our nervous system, we're charging the battery, which is our brain. So more movement, more stimulation, more charge of the battery, more life for you as a person.
So we're really excited to have Dr. Theo working alongside us in the clinic. I know that he brings an incredible amount of knowledge and skills, and with patient education, he's brilliant. And I know that you're going to be in fantastic hands with him.